Sup, my little baddies? It's Christmas Eve by the time you're seeing this. It's Christmas Eve when I'm recording it too, but it's 5 o'clock in the morning. It'll probably be a little bit later when you watch it. I just wanted to check in. It's been over a week since I last uploaded, by a few hours at least. Whoops. And I wanted to let you know what's been going on. So recently I received an email. Well, you know what? I'm going to let my past self tell you about this because I recorded it immediately when it happened. Because I wanted to get my actual emotions to it. Because now I'm a little bit jaded. It's over. Whatever. Why are you still... Go to the... Yeah. I got an email a little bit ago. And I didn't check it. I didn't see what it said on the header. But it said congrats from my man Dave Becker. Who's helped me through a lot of this, along with Joseph Jess, CC Verasek, Nora Wang, and all the students that I've encountered along the way as well. And it's weird when you get to be my age and you see completed when you haven't really completed anything in your life. I'm 37, you know, I didn't think this would happen. I didn't think this would happen when I was in high school. I dropped out in 9th grade. I got a job. I kept going up the ladder at different jobs. And then I hurt myself. And then I didn't know what to do. And I kept trying to do jobs that I knew I couldn't do because that's what I was supposed to do. But then I had to take a time and sacrifice. It's crazy. I don't know. I had a couple tears when I first read it, and it's weird. I got 2 degrees and a certificate, and you might be saying to yourself, they're associates, whatever, man. Who cares? Anybody can get that. Well, it's not whatever, and yeah, anybody can. Truthfully, anybody. If I can fucking do it, anybody can do it. But it's strange, you know, to me at 37 years old, sitting here by myself, and everybody in this house is asleep right now. I sent a message to my mom and to my wife, but other than that, I haven't told anybody. But it's crazy. It's weird. You know, not bad, but it's a whole different world now. It's different to me. And if you haven't done it, you don't understand. I don't get a lot of feelings of accomplishment. And now I do. Wow. After that, it was still hard to understand, like hard to believe for me that this was happening. This was my life. I'm a graduate. I've graduated. It took a minute for my brain to even comprehend it. And then a couple days ago, my mom called me and told me that something arrived at their house from the college. And it was this little fella here. Hard to see. Can you see it? There it is. Lynn Benton Community College. That is an associate's degree. To me, Ronnie Cole. That's my stupid name. It also had this other associate's degree and this certificate in it. So I got 2 associate's degrees and a certificate. And I think the weird thing for me was that stupid. I don't know why my eyes water up every time I think about this. But I had a life before all this. It could have been a good life. It could have been a decent life, but I fucked it all up with gambling. We've talked about that on the channel before. Not going to go into it. And it took a lot to change around and say, you know, I've got to do something. I've got to do something. And at 35, when I went back to college, or when I went to college, because I had never been to college, I dropped out in 9th grade, got my GED when I turned 16, as soon as I possibly could. pretty much stopped formal education. I continued to educate myself in the things that I found interesting, genetics. I, at one point, wanted to be a diagnostician. Thanks, Dr. House. And so I just kept learning the things that I wanted to learn, what I thought was interesting. I taught myself how to build computers based off YouTube videos, right? And then I was like, I don't want to be on disability. I attempted to go on disability because it's what everyone was telling me to do, but thankfully they denied it. I decided I want to do this thing. I want to go to college. I've never done something to completion, right? Dropped out of high school, never made it to the very top job at the job I thought was going to be my career. It sucks. It really sucks to never complete something. We couldn't have children. There's a lot of things that I really don't, need to put out there that just, I've never felt like anything like good about me, right? I've never felt that satisfactory feeling. Like when I lost a bunch of weight, I still felt fat. It wasn't complete. I wasn't complete. When I got married, we still didn't have a house. We still didn't have the things that we're supposed to have. We didn't have kids. I felt inadequate, right? Even receiving these degrees, even now, it's like I don't feel like it's a good enough degree. It's from a community college. It's an associate's degree. So there's always going to be that something in the back of my head saying it's not good enough. But at that moment that I was alerted to the fact that I was going to be able to graduate this fall and I had completed everything I needed to do, I think the biggest part of that was just a relief. A lot was because everything that had happened during the 2 years that I was in college, a little over 2 years, because I didn't start the program that I inevitably ended up in until I was 2 terms in. But I don't know if I want to put this in the video. Anyway, there's a lot that went on. COVID a couple of times, people passing, people sick, people in hospital, people having surgeries. A lot to go from not being in school to, being the man, the adult in the job, in the workforce, paying bills, to having literally nothing and asking the government for help and asking other people for help, to now I have these degrees and I can apply for these jobs that I wouldn't be able to get otherwise. I had a career where I made quite a bit of money. Like the same amount of money I'll be going into the entry-level job in this position I was making already in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, blah, blah, blah. But now I can do it. I can actually do the job. Physically, my back's fucked. So I had to figure out something I could do with my fucked back. And this was it. Computers is it, man. And I'm there for it. Like I'm a big fan. Big fan of computers. You could probably tell. But 37, I'm an old man. Not as old as Papa Meat. Not quite, Hunter. But pretty close. And if you would have asked like 20-year-old me, you ever going to get a degree? I would have said, fuck no. The one thing 20-year-old me would have said was, I'm going back to school to play football. I'm not. I didn't. That didn't happen. Which, coming from poverty, essentially, this is another thing that, like, you feel like a poser. You got degrees. Yeah, so what? It's a weird thing. But let me get back on track here. I'm nobody special, right? I'm not a genius. I'm somebody who went and put my mind to something and kept going. And through the help of others, obviously, there was a lot of people that helped me on my way. I wouldn't have been able to do it without help. Don't be afraid to get help. That's the biggest thing. I didn't talk to a tutor for my first 2 terms. I started falling off a little bit in one of the classes I was taking. And finally, I bit the bullet and talked to a tutor. Our age, my age, people around my age, you pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You know, you don't need help. You just need to learn. You just need to go back through it again and again and again. Well, turns out it's kind of bullshit. You kind of need help. So you go get help. But this is a big thing in my life. It's a huge thing in my life. And I've been gaining subscribers here. I'm very happy with that. And I know YouTube probably will never be my job. You know, it may not be in the cards for me for this to be my job. But I appreciate all of you who have subscribed to me. And so I wanted to share this life achievement with you. It's an achievement for me. It's a huge achievement for me. And I wanted to share it with you all because you're very important to me. I constantly check and I see that number of subscribers going up and I wonder, is it because I'm doing something right? Is it because people like me? Is it because I'm funny? Is it because I have a good take on something? I have good insight? I don't know. I don't know why you guys watch me, why anybody would want to, but I appreciate you. 100% of the time, I appreciate you. I just really, Alexa, lights off.
Okay.
Really want you all to have a very happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, a Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and anything else you celebrate, Festivus, that I'm forgetting. That hopefully you have a happy or merry or cheery that as well. And thank you for sharing my life with me, because like I said before in the past, this channel is a lot of my life. It is who I am on the inside out. You guys know. You internet friends, all of you know. And I thank you for allowing me to have a place to have a conversation with you. Don't take this as me kissing your ass. Obviously, I don't want you to come to my house. I don't want any of that. But I do want to know that you're all doing good during this holiday season. And I hope going into the new year that you chase your dreams. Like, subscribe, and share. All right. Comment, whatever. Look me in my eyes. I love you. Have a great day. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Festivus. Happy all the holidays. I love you.